The incident yesterday at Qana hit first and foremost British Prime Minister Tony Blair. The senior members of the British cabinet made sure to be behind the Prime Minister in his support for Israel, just like the Americans, but now all this has changed.
Somebody is telling you something you don't want to hear, but you know you ought to be listening, and then they use a word, they use a phrase, and you think, they don't understand the position I'm in at all, and you stop listening.
Yes, but you
cannot afford for Israel to stop listening.
Lebanese Prime Minister Fouad Siniora has asked the UN Secretary General to convene an urgent sitting of the Security Council and demand a ceasefire.
Excellencies, we must condemn this action in the strongest possible terms. The most urgent need is to bring the fighting to a halt without further delay. For that, this Council has a solemn responsibility.
We defend ourselves in this brutal war, and sometimes, tragically, as has happened today, women and children do get hurt. The Hezbollah has homes in Lebanon which house a missile, in which the family sleeps with a missile. When you sleep with a missile, sometimes you don't wake up in the morning.
Condemnations and demonstrations are coming from every direction. French President Jacques Chirac issues a strong condemnation and demands the stopping of the shooting. Joining him are Spain, the European Community and many others around the world, with the Pope adding the moral aspect.
Nel nome di Dio mi rivolgo a tutti i responsabili di questa spirale di violenza perché immediatamente si depongano le armi da ogni parte.
When the world is talking to Israel in high tones and expecting them to listen and obey, Israel's spokesmen have hit the media to try and put their versions across, a sort of mission impossible these days.
You've got smart bombs. Well, it seems pretty stupid to put them into a civilian house.
Clearly, we did not know that there were civilians in the area. It's time for you and the media to start asking Hezbollah, why do you shoot from these places? Why do you endanger these villages?
Therefore, the diplomatic mess that started last week with the bombing of the UN post in South Lebanon and the deaths of 4 observers continued yesterday with the deaths of tens of civilians yesterday at Qana, amongst them women and children. At a press conference held yesterday, details were revealed of the attack.
אני לא יודע להגיד אם הבית הזה קרס ב-12 או בין 12 ל-1 או ב-8 בבוקר. ככל שאנחנו מבינים, על פי התקשורת הזרה, על פי דיווחי המודיעין, האירוע הזה קרה בסביב השעה 8. הייתה שם תקיפה של חיל האוויר, זאת עובדה. האם בתוך המבנה הזה היה אמל"ח שהתייזם מאוחר יותר? היו בו דברים אחרים? אני לא רוצה להיכנס לקונספירציות, אנחנו תקפנו שם. האם היה בו משהו אחר שבסופו של דבר גרם לפיצוץ מאוחר יותר? אני מקווה שנדע, אני לא בטוח.